As the third and final act was coming to its end, Darcy sat in the dark, pondering the evening. He should have listened to his instinct and not Grayson's sage wisdom of respectability. Sending regrets would have been entirely impolite, yet here he sat, miserably. Rarely had he desired Caroline Bingley at his side, but tonight, given her genuine enjoyment of the opera, he would have welcomed her companionship. In fact, although not as lovely and poised as Miss Gardiner, her oft-times unguarded behavior made him laugh, to himself, of course. He would have gladly endured her spirited criticism of the soprano, complaints over New York society's inferiority to the ton, her incessant praises of him, and gossip about the uncouth jewels, gowns, and all manner of the unavoidable, yet astutely accurate and worthy of censure, the highly improper Americanisms. By the by, Caroline hated the four-in-hand knot, and therefore he would continue to wear it, merely to witness her agitated histrionics. As their forced companionship grew, he was coming to know her genuine, insecure self, and regarded her outward persona as merely fine gilding to obscure it. It baffled him how unlike her affable brother she was. Charles possessed no affectation whatsoever. Should Caroline have attended, he would have naturally endured by listening, nodding, and even when entirely pressed upon to do so, smiling, just as Miss Gardiner had done so whenever he or her aunt spoke to her. Although stunningly beautiful and well-bred and perfectly respectable, she was utterly unremarkable. She smiled too much, agreed too frequently, offered no depth of discourse. She was extremely courteous, but lacking any witticism or curiosity. Miss Gardiner was simply like every other debutante he had ever met, except one, of course, and, of late, the perplexing Mr. Van Est. Oh, why could not this exceedingly lovely, genteel woman have even a modicum of the gentleman's animation or keenness of mind? Surely Mr. Gardiner's hope was an acquaintance with his young niece, but her steady, placid countenance and absence of spark behind her fine hazel-green eyes did not attract him. For lack of a better word, there was no magnetism to the dull, entirely prim and proper Miss Gardiner. He didn't need her money. He didn't need a wife. What he needed was to be inspired in such a fashion as to feel something, anything, again. The finale's last movement climaxed as Isolde united with Tristan in the night of love and death, and he glanced to the young lady at his right. Miss Gardiner was already looking to him, with tears pooled in her eyes.